Helldivers 2, we're back in the conversation, baby.
But why? Why are we back with this game?
Yeah, we're back.
We love it?
We love this game. We still play this game.
I fucking love this game.
We love this game. But as happens with some live service situations, they sometimes struggle to stay alive. And reports have come out, unfortunately, that Helldivers 2 has lost 90% of its active players. So this conversation is going to be a little bit about that and what they can do to bring people back into the game. Because when it launched, it peaked at 458,000 players on PC. And now it's sitting more around 40 to 60,000 players on average, which is a significant drop. It's still a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
it's more than a lot of games out there. But that's a significant drop for a flagship live service title that PlayStation's pushing right now, especially on the cusp of Concord coming out later on this year.
Right.
And then wanting to do this whole like live servicey thing, you know? The game struggled to maintain its spot in the top 10 list and is currently number 58 in top sellers. People have complained about difficulty levels being too high. And then also the game lacks major expansions and relies on minor updates and additions, which to me, honestly, is not a bad thing. But there have been talks of like, they started off really, really strong. And then as they like shifted their mindset and like dropped off a little bit with like the updates and focused more on like fixing bugs and things like that.
Yeah.
That
I think
people
that's
were concerned
reasonable.
about that.
They were
think so?
dropping the battle passes so fast, I couldn't keep up
agree.
with it. I'm
100%.
like, bro, I'm spending $10 like every 3 weeks, I feel like.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, it's not like that. It's only like
It was pretty
battle
close
passes.
though, yeah.
I mostly find the super credits. I don't spend anything really.
Well, early on, I bought like the first two.
You bought the first
Wait, don't you have to buy? Oh, I know. I guess you do get the, you collect
Yeah, you
them. Yeah,
collect
that's
super-
right.
yeah,
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
And you got some from the Super Citizen
Yeah.
thing. So
From the, yeah.
I kind of spent too many too fast because I
you
go to
got
the store and I'm like,
blew your load too quick.
Yeah, I did. I blew my load big.
Yeah. But the competition with big games, you know, like Fortnite and GTA Online still holds a challenge for them. So I want to kind of talk about a little bit about what we think because there isn't really a clear roadmap for what's coming in this game. We know the Illuminate are still a possibility to drop at some point. There was that recent black hole that was created in the game world. And they've been pushing us around in different areas. But like, you know, there was a time where like we had that huge push that everybody was doing towards the automatons and we like cleared out the automatons, and that was such an epic moment. But now we're back to where it's just like leveled out again, and like things are just like kind of evenly dispersed, and we're just like we do a little bit over here, and then we jump over here, and then we go back and forth, and like no real progress seems to have been made as much, at least in my opinion here. So I want to talk to you guys about
100%.
like what do you think they need to do? What are some exciting ideas that you have, or things that you think they should implement or change or whatever to try and bring people back into this?
I think we should talk about how we got here.
Okay.
And one of the big ones is
Sony's live service, the requirement of the thing.
They want everyone to create an account, which, I mean, like we said, wasn't the biggest. I mean, we already have Sony account, so it's like whatever for us. But, you know, it literally
PC players,
cut
it was huge.
people in the world off from playing this game because Sony doesn't, you know, have servers or what, like
PlayStation Network doesn't exist in certain countries.
yeah. So it cut people off. And then they're like, oh, we're going to reverse it. And apparently there's a whole back-end thing that creates an issue that I guess it hasn't been fixed. And people still can't play this game from other countries unless you already bought it. So we're stuck in that situation. So like it was like you won, but nothing really happened.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people got sick of that or heard about that. And
Still that bad
that's
taste
when,
in their mouth.
That's when stuff started declining pretty heavily. And I mean, I don't think the way that their content's been dropping is a problem for me, at least. Like, I appreciate it. But yeah, I think at this point, if you want to change something, you need to drop new enemies. And I felt like they've been teasing that way too much, and nothing's happened yet.
I think the flow of it is fine, just because they did drop that new planet, which is more of a jungle feel to it, which is interesting and fun.
And is it one planet or are there multiple? So I haven't played it yet since they added
it's
that.
just I think it's a biome. And then like they did do that new mission where you do like a giant drill thing into the ground and makes a giant hole. I get all that. It's entertaining. It's fun, but I saw that they were planning on in the code that they'll have clans and stuff like that. And I think that will help out a lot.
Yes.
Along with like maybe like dailies like they've been doing with them because you have the major order, then you have what is it, the minor order or whatever. But now if it's clan based, I can see that being like an increase on you know what you want to do.
Yes.
But then again, what irritates me is there's a cap for the medals. It's only 250. I think they need to increase that.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I probably lost some.
Yep, I think they need to increase that to 500.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, because you can earn medals quick. You know, and you want to.
Well, you leave for a week, 2, maybe in a month.
Yeah, and
you
then,
come back and you get all those orders.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't even know what I had before.
Yep.
So maybe I capped out, and they don't.
I'm
stop
glad you mentioned that because I need to jump in there and actually
Yes.
see. 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't I haven't played in a couple weeks, so.
And then also, what I would like to see is like an actual no shit firing range of some sort, or a planet where you can like go around, test out all your strategies.
It should be on the ship. There should be a firing range around
either
the
on a
ship.
ship or like on
Or honestly, on Super Earth.
on Super Earth
would be kind of cool.
Like,
you know,
can
it's
test out
like
stratagems and stuff like that.
Yeah, that
it's like have like a home base
be
on
cool.
Super Earth. We can see all the people run around doing shit. That'd be kinda
And I think they need
stratagem coming in.
what I think they need is just like a major, maybe like a raid of some sort where you can get 2 teams in there to fight like a humongous boss of some sort.
Because,
Oh, that'd be
we
sick.
talked about that early on. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be cool to have an area where you have like multiple squads going in, and like you don't get to interact with them, but
But
what
you drop in with them, you're there.
What you do affects the other team, and you guys are advancing or like helping something advance to.
I don't
the
know
final.
how difficult that would be. I can understand doing it in like a 15-minute range map. You know how small it is
Yeah.
to drop like 2 squads in there at the same time.
Just
and
make it
go
super
through.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, and make it super difficult. But I think them slowly letting the faucet drip helps out a lot to keep the game interesting. Every once in a while, you jump in, you see something new, you know. But I think the drip is a little too slow, and I do agree with you guys about they need to start introducing the new enemy in some way. Like have the new enemy on the planet, just like a squad of them, and you see them, but we haven't went to their planet yet of some sort.
You know, even because the whole backstory with the Luminants was like they created the automatons, or like they're in cahoots with them somehow. At least that's what I've been seeing. So it'd be cool, like if there's one enemy that's a support enemy, and he's with the automatons, like a group of them, and he's like providing shields or something, you know, just like a support. So it's like, here's this new character, you know, now they're involved, and slowly like more and more of those characters come in, and it's like, oh, always refreshing. So like by say within a month or 2, like they're all available, and now they're all invading because they're just the, you know, patrol force or support force going forward. I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
Or maybe finally have us like no shit fucking lose a lot, and they
Yes.
get super close to Super Earth,
That would be great.
and just now it's more intensified. But
Yeah.
then again, they risk the factor of nobody's playing, it's going to happen. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
they can always change things up easily.
Yeah.
Well, and apparently in the first game, like Super Earth got lost a whole bunch of times. Like you killed off everybody several times. Like they reset the game world multiple times. But I am curious though, because there's now an evolving story in this. Like before, there wasn't a story tied into it at all. It was just like you're pushing and pulling people, and eventually like one overtakes the other or whatever. But now they're putting all this like narrative content mixed in with it. That's adding a new layer that they didn't have before. I'll be curious to see if they ever do let it like completely have one side win or the other, or if they're gonna find a way to like always keep this story just ever going, and you never have a winner or a loser.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think of if we did have like Super Earth get completely taken? Like, would that be okay to just like have that happen, then just like restart a new campaign, if you will, or would that be weird?
I think that it will make it a little stale.
Yeah.
Redoing everything almost basically over again. I think them doing that and
maybe
bringing out the new enemy.
It lessens the gravity of the decisions.
The
themselves.
decision, and it just. But
Yeah, you're right.
and then also go ahead and drop those vehicles in, man. Like it was teased about, it was leaked a while back. I'm ready to see.
It'd be nice to have timed
vehicles.
missions.
What?
Well, okay, we already have time missions, but like actual like you got to go. Yeah, we have like the 15. I guess
We have the
You have
10
time
minute one.
missions.
Yeah, we have like super low ones. I think we should
Yeah.
have a world where it's not timed and you can fucking
Well, I'm thinking is like you get the vehicles and it's like,
it's like
do this thing, get in the
You
vehicle,
got 2 minutes.
make it over there. Make it to it's a longer map,
Yeah.
and it's more of like get from point A to point B, do the thing, point A to point C, do the thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be hard, and the vehicle might blow up, so you have to get another one somehow.
I think you should earn. Also, I think you should earn super credit, not super credits. I think you should earn samples when you accomplish something.
That'd be cool.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so by having to like dig through and stuff like
Dig
that.
through at least one.
Yeah.
Hey, you got 5 stars on this mission. Here's a sample.
Right. That'd be fair. Kind of like you get the medals, for those completing missions or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I would like to see. You were talking, Austin, or was it you that sent the thing about the underground stuff today?
Yes.
I thought that was a really interesting idea of just like for me, like I think agree that they started off too strong with the battle passes. I think they need to lessen that up a little bit. I love the drop at the beginning, but we knew that wasn't sustainable. But I think lessening that. But I love the little subtle little narrative adjustments to the game world that like adds in some new thing that you can do for like a period of time. So like having these underground areas would be really cool because that would change the dynamic of just like if you're underground, like you can't drop in stratagem. So like how do you strategically figure out when to drop in a stratagem? And then it would also make it a little bit more scary because you're like in these tight quarters fighting off bugs or automatons or whatever it is that you're fighting through, in these underground environments. I think that would be really, really interesting. Where like the majority of the map is underground, for example, or like you have maybe a 15-minute mission where your goal is to like go into the holes on either side and just like drop into this like underground facility and like blow out like the bug holes or something like that. But you're in tight quarters instead of big open spaces would be really interesting.
Like they have people have talked about a worm that was in Helldivers 1 could be coming up in.
That's what they were teasing because of the earthquakes.
Not Tyranids, but yes.
No, what are they called?
Yeah.
Terminids?
No,
Terminids?
Terminids.
Terminids? Okay.
Yeah, because the earthquakes and stuff, they were teasing that like that's a
very
tease
similar.
for
It's very similar to Warhammer. They're called Tyranids.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, it'd be cool if it's like, hey, you're going underground because the one I showed you was take a nuke underground, you're gonna blow something up. Okay, that seems cool. But what if it's like go underground, get samples of something new we found to take it back? So it's like, oh, what is this thing? And then we come to find out it's the worm thing. Like little things like that where it's just like, oh, here's a new mission, but it actually holds story, actually holds precedence in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still I can play this game for hours and not get bored.
Yeah, no, I still love it. I mean, I think it's great. I think it was a huge change for them to make it easier to find the super samples because, like, once the progression stops, it does. I feel less interested in the game.
Yeah,
and I had that point where the progression basically stopped because I had everything I had unlocked.
Yeah,
I am nervous though about once I hit because once you unlock all the shit, you can push to 150, but like there's no reward really for 150 once you get all the ship modules and stuff unlocked and everything. So I'm nervous about when that happens, but like now that I can get super samples easier, that is Halo level 7, like I feel better about having that new pathway to go. And then obviously you still get the medals for the war bonds and stuff, which I'm like, I think I have 2.5 war bonds to complete. So like there's still room for that to grow, but I think they're going to have to start implementing a system here soon on like managing the unlockables and stuff like that, to where you can like hide or archive stuff you're not using.
Yeah.
So you just have in your inventory like the stuff you know you
I think
like.
they should have loadouts.
Yeah,
That way
loadouts would be great
Select
too.
something
Yeah,
and it's all loaded out for you already.
I like that a lot actually. Yeah, because I would. I mean, I use the same types of
same.
based off of a small map or big map, like the same stratagems, the same type of whatever. Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Loadouts and then just archive shit would make that so much easier.
Yeah, I kind of think about it. I think they
play
might have blown their load early on, and I think they had to clear because the CEO stepped down recently because he was like, "I want to be a part of the process of this game."
Yeah.
Once your creative stuff.
Yeah, so he can, see how the game works and try to, be creative and do different things. And I think early on they had a clear focus, and they've taken a pause now because I don't know. I know the ex CEO trusts the new CEO with holding that position. And so I wonder if they're like, okay, we need to slow down a bit and then think about how we're going to do the next like phase of this game. And they just kind of put everything out there that they already had really quick. It's
That is my concern, yeah.
Like, where are they? They should have already been here, in my opinion.
To be honest, I think whatever they're going to do next, it's going to happen soon, and I think it's just going to reignite this game again.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Because the game's fun. I
hope so.
It's so fun.
Fucking so fun.
I do understand the people who are like, it's very repetitive, and I get that. And it's like, okay, well, you have to do a lot of missions to unlock a lot of the stuff in the battle pass,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Yeah.
Especially the main battle pass, because you have to get up to like 150 sometimes or something like that. Over 100 medals just to unlock
A lot of
something.
medals, yeah.
I was like, damn. And some of the stuff is not even worth it, but you have to like get through the battle pass in order to get to some of the things you do want, and that can be tedious.
Did y'all know y'all can drop samples?
Yeah.
I fucking didn't realize that until this stream when we streamed
dang.
it.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
can drop
picked up super
guns
samples.
and
Yeah, you can drop guns and
attach
everything.
them.
I was like,
Wait, like you can drop them like willingly?
yeah.
How do you do that?
So
It's left on the D-pad?
Yeah, it's left on the D-pad, and
it pulls
up a wheel of everything you can drop, and you can drop the samples. So Sarah was just like, "Yeah,
shit.
just drop the super samples at the extraction." I was like, "You can fucking do that?"
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So I dropped super samples off because I was afraid I was going to die, which I did.
Left on the D-pad, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, hold down.
Wow.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun to just play this game with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's still like it's so epic. Like all the set piece moments. Like I just want them to do more of those. Like, I mean, if they every couple weeks like dropped like a little very basic modification to like different set piece moments and stuff like that, I'd be happy with that. And then I mean, because he did such a good job for so long of like story-based stuff that kept them in the social conversation, you know, on TikTok and on Instagram and all that stuff. Like the last one that I remember them doing, and since then it's been kind of quiet, was like deciding whether you go get the stratagem or go save the children. I thought that was a really clever,
really
like,
good.
you know, major order. And then everybody saved the children, and then in response, they went and actually donated money to the organization Save the Children. I was like,
cool.
And that's what I'm saying.
pretty cool. you know?
I think they have something, and it's just going to surprise us.
Yeah,
It's gonna reunite.
it's just so hard that it's slowed down.
Yeah,
you know?
it's slowed
That's
down.
the tricky part. But I'm hoping that I agree. Like maybe what they're doing is just like, okay, they went through the first quarter, they did all the shit they want to do, maybe a little bit too fast. Now they're thinking about, okay, what's the next? So they're just taking some time to pause and like rebuild
so
it.
The real question is, do you want to see a roadmap? Like if they visually showed you a roadmap, would that entice you to like keep playing?
I don't know.
I don't think it would.
I think they could drop feed a lot of cool things and keep you be like, oh, what's this mean? Because that's what the community's been doing. It's like, oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? Like everything they drop, people are just digging into what could this possibly mean.
I think as long as that's happening consistently, like we don't need a roadmap for it. We just need to know what is, like, have little nuggets of things that keep us interested, that makes us want to jump back in. Like when you mentioned the black hole thing, I was like, oh, I got to jump back in just to see what this is, you know? And you know, when they released the super sample update, I was like, cool, now I can actually get super samples, so I'm gonna go do that. Or, you know, all these little things that, and I still, you know, check regularly of like what the major orders are, but like lately it's just been a lot of like a push and pull of just like, you know, capturing bases or like stopping bait. Like right now it's defend this planet. The automatons have launched an assault to rout or cut off forces and take planet X-45, where old top secret battle stations plans are currently being unearthed. You must hold until the plans are recovered. So everybody's captured already. So there's like 1 day left and it's already done. But a lot of it's been like a bunch of planets and capture these and then it's like over.
I'm also concerned that I'm missing out on a lot of stuff because I'm not playing it like constantly. Like because of that one mission that where you had to collect something and take it to one spot.
Yeah.
And it was like it didn't look like lava, but it was like shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's for the black hole itself, and I didn't participate in that.
Yeah,
at all.
I
And
missed
I'm like,
it too.
fuck, I missed out on that one particular mission that I won't be able to play again. You know?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm sure the black hole will come back again at some point.
I mean, maybe, but it was just like something that I missed out on an experience.
Right.
And I think that's what another driving force that they're hoping people would like, you know?
Yeah.
So
There's 73,000 people playing right now.
That's good.
A little bit better.
Wow,
wanna
that's more
play
than
it.
what I looked at.
Yeah.
look at those kills, 120.
Damn.
Rookie numbers, baby.
You're always up on top, man.
Dude, almost got 500 one day. I was fucking,
Dude, I remember when all of us had like either close to 300 or over 300. I was like, holy shit, that's never happened.
put in some work, dude.
God dang. That was a rough day too.
I'm happy I'm getting super samples, dude. Like, I thought I felt the same way like you did. but I want to get more samples. And I want to start like doing shit.
Yeah.
Because I need a lot of super samples. But yeah,
Agreed.
We all do.
Yeah, I'm also glad in the last update they brought the vehicle customization stuff to it. I think that's a cool
that's pretty
addition.
cool.
I'm hoping to get some more
so
skins
like
for
I said,
that.
it's just slowly a little
Slow trickles and
little
stuff.
trickle.
Yeah.
I mean, this is more than any game.
But the issue is
Right.
like this game is addicting and people love playing it, so they want more. They want more. They want more. And that trickle is just enough for like a standard. Okay, you're playing the game, but these people are like fucking no shit. Like
people dig into this and they play hours upon hours, play all day, and we don't do that. We're casual
Yeah.
gamers.
Well, and so many people have way more higher levels than we do, and they burn out all the content, which is like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't
Like-
stop that. There's people who just can do that. Sadly,
I mean, look at Diablo 4. People burn through the story in like 3 days, and then they're like, "There's no content here." I'm like, "Well, yeah, because you burned through it in 3
I
days."
know there's a roadmap for a reason. You don't just
Yeah.
drop everything at once, which would be nice, I guess, these days.
Yeah,
I feel like this game I'm gonna start playing on my own without you guys. I'm really like
just text me, man.
I used to play by myself.
That's what
I would jump on.
I'll hop on
just
whenever.
do randos.
Like, not whenever, but
There's always a good experience with randos. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience.
Well, I'll never forget that time when you and I played. We had that one dude that was like just chatting with us in
just
there.
chatting
Like he
with
was
us.
really good.
Matthew killed him like fucking 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
But he was a great
Gotta make
addition.
that into a TikTok.
edit
Yeah.
that one.
But yeah, it's a solid game. It's really sad that it's dropped that much, but I mean, it's to be expected. A lot of these games will drop, and they will lose player counts. And I mean, the fact that it's still holding 40 to 60,000 people on average, I mean, that's still better than a lot of multiplayer games. Like, I mean, as much as I love Battlefield 2042, like it was like averaging like 10,000 people or something like that. So this is still holding a very strong community, but I hope that they've got a really good plan in place. I'm really excited to see kind of what that drip is. I almost honestly wonder, like, when they launched this game, do you think you guys would have enjoyed it the same if they only dropped it with like one enemy type? Like, let's say we just got the Terminids at the very beginning, and then
I think I would have got
thought they
bored.
did
No,
that.
they had both.
no, they had both. They had Terminids and the
The
automatons.
Terminids is like the main mission that you went on first, and it's
Yeah.
kind of just stuck there. Then you moved on to the other one and realized that it was Vietnam. You didn't want to be there anymore.
yeah. Because it's only 3, enemy types that we know will be coming. I would be curious if it would have played a little bit better if they had like dropped like Terminids only, and you fought the Terminids for a little bit, and then all of a sudden there's an opposing force coming. There's all this mystery for like a month, and all of a sudden the automatons show up, and it's like, oh shit, automatons, and then get another 3 to 4 months, and then it's like,
That
oh
was supposed to be
shit.
the Lumineth.
Yeah,
Like tease, but I feel like there hasn't been much teasing.
no,
I feel like there was a path, and then they kind of scrapped it. in
I
my
think so
opinion.
too. I think that
They're
probably
like,
is what
we
happened.
need to relook at all
because people
this.
were seeing like blue lasers and shit in the maps, and that was like 2 months ago. But yeah, I'm excited to see what else comes.
Here's something interesting.
Yeah,
An hour ago, there's still 110,000 people playing Baldur's Gate 3. So
that's wild.
this is an online multiplayer game with a lot to lot for you to dig into. And if it's where it is now, 44,000, that's not good. That's not good. Single player game has more.
No, this is just Steam. It's not going off like PlayStation.
Okay, yeah, it's just Steam.
Yeah.
It's just Steam. So yeah, there could be more on PlayStation technically.
Oh yeah.
But on PC, I'm just surprised.
Well, like I said, I mean, there's 76,000 people playing right now.
Oh,
so,
okay, so it's a little okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so it's
that's
a
way
little-
better. That's
yeah.
way better.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, Baldur's Gate's crazy, man. People are obsessed with that
I
thing.
just can't believe how people are still playing this game.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna pull up right now. I'm gonna see if Julia's playing it right now. I bet she is.
Gonna call you out, Julia.
Yep.
Calling you out.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, she's not. Damn. I almost thought my other friend was gonna be playing it
Save
too.
yourself this time.
Yep. Hey, our friend Chris is playing Helldivers too. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think I might play it tonight.
Let me know.
Play it all week this week.
Yeah. Of course, we also got the first Descendant to play.
Yeah, true. We got that.
Yeah, got to decide.
Too many games. You guys.
Well, let me know. I'll play tonight.
That's gonna. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That one like irritates me a little bit.
Telling me. You're telling me. Anyway,
Well, cool, everybody. That
that.
is our talk on Helldivers 2. Let us know if you're still playing the game, if you're still loving it, if you're still enjoying it, if you've dropped off and moved on to other things. What will bring you back to play Helldivers 2? What will get you excited again? Is it the Illuminates? Is it something else? Like, Love to hear your thoughts. So drop a comment below.